Mortis gives up and retreats. Cassius takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Typhoon 2 clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Firestorm and Terahertz fight for a bag. Firestorm gives up and retreats. Shouldn't it be the other way around because of, I can't remember which series it was, but Firestorm beat Terahertz. Yeah. Atomic and Apollo fight for a bag. Apollo gives up and retreats. Destructive Criticism runs away from the cornucopia. Deitor clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Behemoth clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Roadblock finds a bag full of explosives. Panic Attack runs away from the cornucopia. Tornado runs away from the cornucopia. Panzer finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Thor finds a bag full of explosives. Hypnodisc runs away from the cornucopia. Gravity runs away from the cornucopia. Storm 2 finds a bag full of explosives. 13 Black runs away from the cornucopia. Then Top Gear runs away from the cornucopia. Wheelie Big Cheese severely slices Razor with a sword! Wow, what a way to go, man! Pussycat steps off his podium too soon and blows up! Oh no! Oh. Gravity, Firestorm, Typhoon 2, and Panzer hunt for other tributes. 13 Black searches for a water source. Destructive Criticism sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Deitor sprains his ankle while running away from Atomic. Storm 2, Terahertz, and Panic Attack hunt for other tributes. Cassius and Apollo split up to search for resources. Hypnodisc receives medical supplies. Wheelie Big Cheese diverts Thor's attention and runs away. Behemoth tries to sleep through the entire day. The Tornado and Top Gear split up to search for resources. Roadblock begs for Mortis to kill him. He refuses, keeping Roadblock alive. Thermidor 2 receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. 4 Pussycat 4 attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Makes sense. Typhoon 2 unknowingly eats toxic berries. I think that's death. That is death. Otherwise, it wouldn't have said toxic. Panic Attack thinks about home. Deitor thinks about home. Destructive Criticism receives clean water from an answer. Thermidor 2 climbs a tree to rest. Gravity dies trying to escape the arena! That's what a coincidence. Gravity flipped out so many robots during Series 7. Then he tries to flip himself out and dies trying. Dying man. He killed all those, and then he dies trying to escape himself. Terahertz, Behemoth, Wheelie Big Cheese, and Roadblock tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. That's pretty cute, I tell you. Pretty cute. Panzer, Hypnodisc, Cassius, and Atomic sleep in shifts. Thor attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Storm 2 defeats Mortis in a fight, but spares his life. The Atomic destroys 13 Black supplies while he's asleep. Could you have just killed him? Firestorm tries to treat his infection. Apollo's decided where he is. Destructive Criticism practices his archery. Storm 2, Terahertz, Deitor, Cassius, and Mortis hunt for tributes. Tornado sprains his ankle while running away from Panzer. Roadblock goes hunting. Behemoth and Wheelie Big Cheese hunt for other tributes. Atomic practices his archery. Panic Attack thinks about home. Thermidor 2 steals from Hypnodisc while he's looking. Receives medical supplies. Thor searches for a water source. Storm tries to spearfish with a trident. Apollo questions his sanity. And 13 Black doesn't even thirsty than the untelevised BattleBots. Hunger Games season 5 and 6, I think 6. Top Gear, Thermidor 2, and Behemoth sleep in shifts. Deitor and Destructive Criticism hold hands. Deitor's injuring himself. Destructive Criticism's hand is a spinner. Cassius and Firestorm huddle for warmth. Makes sense, they're both front hinge flippers. 13 Black goes to sleep. He doesn't have a sleep. How did he go to sleep? He doesn't have a sleep. Apollo thinks about winning. Wheelie Big Cheese loses sight of where he is. Hypnodisc looks at the night sky. Storm 2 quietly hums. Panic Attack sets up camp for the night. Thor and Terahertz sleep in shifts. Nightmares. It's Nightmare Backlash. Why are they interrupting this robot horse? Oh, 13 Black constructs a shack that rhymes so good I could make a rap out of it. 13 Black constructs a shack. What are these stupid ass doing during my podcast? Thor tends to Roblox wounds. The Antomkia strangles Apollo after engaging in a fist fight. Panzer forces destructive criticism to kill Storm 2 or Thermidor 2. He decides to kill Thermidor 2! Dietor questions his sanity. Mortis tends to Atomic's wounds. Hypnodisc attacks Behemoth, but he manages to escape. Tornado tends to Firestorm's wounds. Panic Attack practices his archery. Cassius stabs Wheelie Big Cheese while his back is turned! Terrorist camouflages himself in the bushes. 3 cannon shots can be heard from District 9, Thermidor 2. From District 7, Wheelie Big Cheese. One good highlight during night 3, so I'm gonna just tell you what happened during night 3. Atomic, Roadblock, Firestorm, and Destructive Criticism track down and kill Dietor. I'll skip the rest because it's not so exciting. Run. Destructive Criticism repeatedly stabs Thor to death with size. Firestorm accidentally steps on landmines, and that's about all. Thor and Firestorm. I think they made one for the... Mortis is awoken by the same thing as Dantomkia. Cassius, Storm 2, and Behemoth discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Dantomkia and Cassius hunt for other tributes. Mortis sprains his ankle while running away from Behemoth. Terror scares 13 Black off. Panzer sprains his ankle while... Roadblock diverts Tornado's attention and runs away. Destructor, Panic Attack discovers a cave. Now a Panic Attack, but misses and kills Hypnodisc instead! Panzer and Mortis huddle for warmth. Terrorist tends to Dantomkia's wounds. Hold on. Behemoth and Destructive Criticism sleep in shifts. Tornado accidentally steps on a landmine! Destructive Criticism stalks Terrorists. Roadblock is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Rip Roadblock. Storm 2 sends an explosive off, killing Panzer. The robots got their revenge on the mastermind killer. Killer Panzer. Cassius explores the arena. Mortis strangles 13 Black after engaging in a fist fight. Behemoth begs for Dantomkia to kill him. He refuses, keeping Behemoth alive. Panic Attack practices his archery. The arena turns pitch black and nobody can see a thing. Oops. Pretend that didn't happen. Storm 2 finds and kills Behemoth, who was making too much noise. Terror survives. Mortis survives. Roadblock finds and kills Cassius, who was making too much noise. Dantomkia survives. Destructive Criticism survives. Panic Attack trips on a rock and falls off a cliff. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Why do I keep doing that? I keep messing up. Sorry, this is not what I wanted. District 7 Tornado, District 8 Panzer, District 10 13 Black, District 4 Behemoth, District 10 Cassius, District 10's wiped out, District 3 Panic Attack. Most of those districts are wiped out now. Mortis quietly hums. Storm 2 screams for help. Dantomkia sets Destructive Criticism on fire with a Molotov! Yeah, that's the corpse of Destructive Criticism on fire. Terrorist climbs a tree to rest. Roadblock receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Remember, the cornucopia is the Robot Wars arena. The place this takes place in is the entire warehouse, and the pits are like the wooden forest areas. Storm 2 sets terrorists on fire with a Molotov! Jeez, how many Molotovs do these guys have? Mortis decides not to go to the feast. Dantomkia decides not to go to the feast. Roblox falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Dantomkia tries to spearfish with a trident. Mortis and Storm 2 work together for the day. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Destructive criticism. Terahertz. Roadblock. Storm 2 falls into a pit and dies! Dantomkia sets Mortis on fire with a Molotov! The Robot Wars champion is Dantomkia from District 11! But the most kills were earned by Storm 2, so that's pretty much an embarrassment. Destructive criticism was tied with Dantomkia, though. Look at all these deaths. Wow, I cannot believe it. It was only seven full times, and then it's all over. It's all over.